So his knowledge, all right. And here's the thing about Brett. Brett actually self-evaluates the way we all should. He's honest about it, and he can put the good with the bad. And so he's self-evaluated himself to go, okay, um, here's what I did well, here's what I didn't do well, here's what I didn't know, and we've had those conversations, of how he can improve, and he's got really good ideas that way too. So his knowledge has grown as well, and I think probably the biggest area, his work ethic into his leadership. He's a guy. Some guys can't always lead because they don't do all the work. All right, he works. He works. He puts in the time. He's there early. He is there late. He is first on, last off. And so now those expectations are not only of himself but other guys around him. And he'll tell you, all right, in a good way, this is what it takes. He's trying to do it, and certainly he's not there, but he's trying to do it, and he wants to make sure that other guys are trying to do the same thing. So probably his leadership is one of the biggest things that has stood out, that I've seen, that's really exciting.
I was talking to Thomas Spurbeck a little bit earlier. He says he's gained about 8 pounds this offseason. He's looking a little bit bigger.
Mm-hmm.
Still, he's probably a $183 soaking wet. He's not the biggest guy. He's not the fastest guy. How does a guy like that end up with 1,400 yards? What is it?
Yeah. He's very good at what he does. I mean, I just say that, some people, he's one of those guys, I guess they won the little golf challenge last night, right? People have talked to me about that. And Thomas is a guy that would pick up a tennis racket at a golf club, or hacky sack, you name it, right? He's probably good at it. And that's just who he is. I think he's just got that demeanor about him. But the one thing about, you talk about, and everybody wants this in any profession, but reliable and dependable, that's Thomas Spurbeck. Maybe he doesn't have all the other stuff, whatever you want to put the numbers and the flash and all that, but let's go back and think about how many guys, all right, that have been on our football team in the past. Marty Tadman. I mean, let's talk about some guys like that. Corey Hall. You want to put the measurables on there, yeah, that's not going to probably pan out in their favor, but can they play football? Are they determined? Do they have all those qualities that you want? Absolutely. And his 8 pounds and all that, when you look at him, you haven't seen him, he's got a shirt on right now. He looks good. All right. He is a football player, is what coaches would say. All right. He's not a combine guy and all that. He'll show up in that at some point in his career.
Mm-hmm.
All right. He's a football player, and you take that guy 100 times out of 100. So he's going to continue to keep doing things for us, and we're obviously excited about him. He also, which previously, the past years hasn't said anything, he's leading. That's the one thing too. I mean, you just see, this is not just about football. You see these guys, they're going to be done with ball soon, but they're just different guys, and he's one of those guys.
What was the golf thing again?